Assalamualaikum, hello and annyeong. This is Amni Syafiqah from BEM 5P and my matrix number is 056903. Okay, so this is 2 to 3 minutes video, so let's make it short. I was born in 1999 at Kuala Lumpur, Kelantan and started my first school when I was 5 years old. My first language is Malay and my second language is English. I went to SK Padang Garun from 2004 until 2011 in year 6 and then continued my studies at Muhammad Perempuan from 2012 until 2016. In 2017 until 2019, I entered a diploma in TESOL at UNISA and currently studying English and Communication for my bachelor's in UNISA. I used to go to extra tuition classes since I was a kid at Academic Bahasa Inggeris Anti Abia and Pusat Tuition Academic Karisma. I learned many languages including English as my second language, Arabic, Chinese and Korean. Some languages I learned in school and some I learned by myself. Human cognition develops rapidly throughout the first 60 years of life and less rapidly thereafter. I started my second language learning during the pre-operational stage at age 4 and continued with the concrete and formal operational stage and still learning and acquiring English. When I was 4, I learned English naturally without having a reason in logic and started reasoning logical processes when I was 12 years old and above. I learned that in any abstract ideas or concrete objects, there must be logic and anecdotal. Next, I'm a bilingual, where I'm able to speak 2 languages fluently, which are English and Malay. Since I learned and practiced English when I was in kindergarten, I managed to acquire the language. And most of the time, I engage in code switching whenever and wherever I speak to other people who are using English for their first language. And nevertheless, being a non-native speaker has led me to interfere between my first and second languages. And I use Malay when speaking to other people like family, friends and strangers, and often transfer myself to mix the language between Malay and English during the conversation to make people comprehend what are the messages that I would like to convey. To add on, the reason why I love to learn English is because of my egocentric feelings when I was 8 years old. English is a language where students who are good in English will be looked upon to. Thus, I feel the need to study more about this language. As I grow older, I become more aware of myself and more self-conscious as I seek both to define and to understand my self-identity. This ego is affected not only in how I see myself, how I understand myself, but also in how I reach out beyond myself and how I relate to others socially and how I use the communication process to bring on effective stability. As I hate the poverty, I have the interest to learn the English language and I want to master the language so that I can speak like a native speaker, and whenever I travel to another country whose first language is English, I don't have to worry about the language barriers because I can speak English and they can speak English and they can understand me. At the same time, the environment around me which needs students to master the English to seek a job encourages me to do better in English. Furthermore, a memory that I can't forget was in 2017, I joined Charisma English Explorer, also known as CAX, where they built our confidence and encouraged us to become a good speaker of English and utilizing the language. And some activities were group public speaking, tourist interview and money management, where we have to present our project to our lecturers, something like that. And I still remember the day I went to interview tourists. We haven't found any tourists and almost gave up, but due to deadline and the spirit of completing it, we still tried to find the tourists at another place. And yeah, we found it. So that's all from my second language learning background. So what yours? I would love to know. So see you soon.